My father was very much a Russian chauvinist. He was a commie. That's what it comes down to. My old man was a commie, and he loved to pontificate and proselytize about the joys of communism. And his heart was in the right place. He saw it as people coming together and each working to their own, to their own ability, and everybody sharing communally. He wasn't talking about turning, overthrowing the government, but he did join the Communist Party, and he campaigned for Henry Wallace and another guy I can't think of. I think on an independent ticket. And then we got word that the FBI was interested in us, and they had been in our apartment house and talked to several of our several other tenants about our activities. My father was so open about it. I mean, he just loved it. I think it was also a way for him to meet women, But he talked about the joys of communism until he got really scared and thought they were going to send us off to concentration camps, because by then it was Joe McCarthy, and it was the Red Scare and blackballing and all of that stuff. So we lived through that for a few years, and then Welch, the attorney for the Army, who incidentally was a graduate of Grinnell, he took McCarthy down. It was beautiful to watch him. Everybody in the country was scared of Joe McCarthy, this rabble-rouser, this witch hunter, this fascist, this intimidating son of a bitch is what he was. And Welch just stood his ground and told him that he was full of it, and shut him up. And that with that came pretty much the end of Joe McCarthy. But yeah, we were living through all of that. I remember opening our mailbox. We lived in an apartment house, and the mailboxes were all downstairs, and I had the key and opened the mailbox, and there was a note that said, "Shit commies, get out." I was about 12 or 13 at the time. It kind of shook me up. I told my father about it. And that's, I think, when we started burning the Russian records and burning books like the great successful book about the dog Wolf, part dog, part wolf. Why can't I think of its name? Anyway, it might come to me.
Call of the Wild?
Call of the Wild, yeah. And the author was considered at that point in the freneticism and the panic of catching every communist in the country. He was considered a commie,